What's up, y'all? I'm Anton.
And I'm Dame.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be
Welcome,
reading
welcome.
The Way of the Superior Man. We're going to look at a few pages, few chapters, really break it down and give our input on it. All right, let's get into it.
All right, guys, we're going to start with chapter 7 on page 27. Your purpose must come before your relationship. Every man knows that his highest purpose in life cannot be reduced to any particular relationship. If a man prioritizes his relationship over his highest purpose, he weakens himself and cheats his woman of an authentic man who can offer her full, undivided presence. So, Anton, how does a man look like when he prioritizes his woman?
When he prioritizes his woman, a man will make sure he sets time aside for his woman. He's not just gonna completely ignore her or not pay attention to her. He's gonna show his presence with time, but he's not gonna give his all to her. Mm-hmm. Not in the sense of like, what I mean by not giving his all, I mean by he also has to accomplish his goals, his dreams, his passion. Mm-hmm. If he's not accomplishing his passion, he's doing a disservice to her, as you said in the chapter. Yeah. And the disservice is when you're not giving your full self. You can't give her the life that you want to give her. Mm-hmm. And that's the trap that a lot of men fall into, is falling into a life of just mediocrity and really just being comfortable, a life of comfortability. And that often leads to your woman be dissatisfied in her situation mm-hmm. of the relationship.
Yeah. And to add on to what you say, every woman loves a man when they prioritize their own goals. Every man loves a man that's goal orientated.
Definitely.
Yeah. I feel like, and especially once you prioritize your highest purpose before anything else, the women follow. Definitely, they come at you. You don't have to, prioritize them because they're coming to you. That's what I think. A lot of men want that. I think a lot of men just wish women to come for them. They need to first focus on their highest priority, their highest purpose in life, mm-hmm. to let the women come. And then once you have your woman, it should still stay like that. I feel like if you get your woman shouldn't be a weakness. I think a lot of men confuse that. Like their women become their weakness. They waste too much money. They spend too much time. But, you got to set time apart for everything. You got to be a man of purpose, That should be your highest priority. Follow your dream. Follow your purpose. Dedicate it to your life,
Nah, definitely. You have to be a man that's worth chasing. You just can't be expected to be chased. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason. If you're being chased for not being who you is and not being a man of high value, you're being chased for the wrong reasons. The woman only wants bad things for you in that scenario. You want to be a man that's being chased for being you and being real to yourself, being authentic, and really just being you, man. If you faking to yourself to get the women, you's a sucker, man.
You're gonna get fake women. If you faking your shit, you're gonna get fake women, bro.
What you put out is what you get back.
Yeah, if you want to be a high value, sorry to cut you off, bro. Just say one part. If you want a high value woman, you gotta be a high value man. Go ahead, bro.
Facts, man. It goes both sides. You can't just be one sided with it. All right, guys. The next part we're on is chapter 12. Be willing to change everything in your life. And what the author wrote was, a man must be prepared to give 100% of his purpose. He must be capable of knowing what to do with his life. Entering a period of unknownness and waiting for a vision or a new form of purpose to emerge. For me, I feel like my lifelong journey or purpose is really, or as of now, my main purpose is to become the best content creator I can. I wake up every morning, I chase goals of just learning new things about content creation that I didn't know, because there's so much I don't know about this. There's so much I want to learn about this. There's so much I want to do with this. The potential is unlimited for me. That's what I feel like content creation is. And that also fits into my lifelong purpose of being a ever grower, ever learner. And I feel like those purposes, they go hand to hand.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
But before you found out you wanted to be a content creator, what do you think your purpose was then?
My purpose, I feel like my purpose was, I didn't have one. I didn't understand the concept of purpose. I was just doing things to better myself every day, which was at a certain point became stagnant.
Yeah.
I feel like with a lack of purpose, you kind of have a lack of guidance. and you need guidance to get far in life. If you don't have guidance, you won't know what to do. You won't have an idea of what you want in your life or where you want to go in your life. You're just aimlessly wandering.
Yeah. I think like in those like time periods, like you was doing, when you want to find your purpose, you have to do things to go get it. You can't just wait around, go out every day. You have to improve, and the purpose will come to you. You know what I mean? You'll see it, you'll feel it, and once you have that idea in your head and you execute it, you'll know once you find your purpose. You'll know if that's the purpose in the moment, or if it's after it's done and over with. You'll know if you want to continue doing this, if that's your, your true purpose.
To continue where we left off from the chapter, the author wrote, after completing one layer of your purpose, you might not know what to do with your life. You know that the old project is over for you, but you're not sure what to do next. At this point, you must wait for a vision. There is no way to rush this process. So was there ever a point in your life, Demon, where you've completed a main purpose of your life and you had that feeling of emptiness and feeling of what to do next?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of high school athletes I feel like this. Like basketball for me in high school was everything. I learned many lessons, learned how to handle defeats. I've been humbled many times where my cocky attitude has just been just humbled, you know what I mean? And like putting everything into something and then realizing it's not gonna take you where your life wants to go. I spent a lot of time playing basketball, but when I really thought about who I wanted to be and where I wanted to go, basketball wasn't gonna take me there. And that's when I felt basketball wasn't my purpose anymore. It wasn't something I had satisfaction from after done playing. I remember after hooping, after practice, I still feel this a lot, but it's not the same as when I was fully into it. When I've learned all the life lessons that basketball has to offer. Once I discovered everything, you can still learn from everything. I really do believe that, but I feel like I've discovered who I want to be from basketball. I'm taking that into my new purpose. Everything I've learned from basketball is carried on to here too. Understand what a certain purpose does for your life and what kind of vision you get from that too, and then use that to become something better, something you want to be,
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Did you feel that feeling of emptiness after not being able to complete your passion to the full extent you wanted to?
On some real stuff, bro, I think I did everything I could in basketball, bro. I'm not very tall, I'm not very athletic, but I gave it my all. And from doing that, I've learned many lessons. Like I was saying earlier, I learned how to lose. I learned how to accept it too. I learned how to learn from my mistakes the most, and once I felt like I've learned everything I could from basketball, I realized it wasn't something I should chase anymore. Something I should give my 100% in. I'd live, breathe everything basketball was at a certain point, bro. I was YouTube videos only basketball, like every day hooping after school. I'm hooping from fucking 3 to 10. Like it was crazy. I remember hooping. I gave it my all. Once I graduated high school and I thought about the man I want to be, I realized I have to go in a different direction. And that's what I've been figuring out so far after high school. I've really been just experimenting, trying new things, and I've learned a lot. And I want to put everything I learned into this purpose. And that's what I think about. Old purposes or old things you dedicate yourself to aren't useless anymore. They're always going to have some type of effect on your new goal, Yeah. So that emptiness, I don't think it's something you could run away from, but to accept. You accept it, and you try to take whatever you learned from your last goals, your last purpose, and you find something else. You find something you truly want to become. Yeah.
So how long was the process between the end of your basketball passion to the start of the newest passion of yours, or the next passion that was after your basketball?
Next passion, bro. On some real stuff, bro. I think this is the next thing I want to dedicate my life to. I feel it. I felt how I felt when I first started at basketball. I bet you a lot of athletes feel this too. Once you like really dedicate your life to a sport, bro, you feel it. It feels fulfilling, bro. For most people, that ends after high school. You know,
Yeah.
in that period, once you don't know if you're, even if you're going to college, I know still going to college. A lot of people aren't sure. It's normal, right? I think you just experiment and you try to learn. And you find that new purpose. You gotta move in a direction though. You just sit around and just expect it to come to you like that. It's not. The idea is gonna come to you, yeah. But for you to take action, you need to do it. You know, you need to do it. So, have you ever felt similar? Have you ever felt the emptiness or felt rushed into a new purpose?
Nah, definitely. After high school and a little bit time in college, I realized I wanted to start my own business, and I really wanted to just get into the web side of selling stuff online. And it wasn't a true passion of mine, but it was I feel passionate about making money. That's something I really want to do, is a main goal of mine. So I forced something upon myself, which was doing like Amazon FBA or like a Shopify. And what I was trying to do was sell products on there and just hopefully make a whole bunch of money, because when you look online, you can see people, you can see examples of people doing that. But I realized I was lost in my purpose. That wasn't my real purpose. That wasn't my true calling to what I wanted to do in my life. It was a purpose that was rushed because I really didn't care for it, honestly. So that led to me not fully dedicating myself and not really not waking up every day like, hey man, I'm doing something right now that's gonna give me the feeling of I did it, I accomplished it. It's not gonna give me that good feeling like past purposes have in my life.
Yeah. Do you think if you made money from that, that would become a purpose for you?
No, I don't think it would have. I think it would have. I think I would be happy in my success, but I would still feel like something's lacking in my life. That I'm missing a purpose. I think I would eventually come to terms of this is not my purpose and I have to make a change.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would eventually lead to me still becoming a content creator at the end of the day.
So it's
I feel like that road just leads to it. Yeah, it's a process. I feel like it would took me longer to get to the point I'm at right now.
But experimenting it was valuable, right?
It was definitely valuable. I learned a lot of lessons, not just about business, but about myself. It was an eye-opening experience to realize that when I'm not fully passionate about something, I'm not going to put in the time to learn about it as much as I want to. Like, I will learn about it. I'm a hard worker myself, so I try to learn as much as I can, but I feel like I retain the information better when I'm passionate about the topic.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like that passion, so I really didn't execute the way I wanted to. I was lazy with it. That was the problem.
Yeah, but you learned a lot, right? And that's where a lot of people go wrong. They just sit around, don't try nothing. But once you try something, once you try to find your purpose, you learn on the way. You know, you learn what you like, what you don't like, and that's gonna lead you to feeling satisfied from finding your purpose.
I feel like everybody should always reflect on their losses and their wins. Everybody reflects on their losses, right? You failed at something, you did bad at something, you're gonna reflect upon that. That's natural. But how often do you reflect on successes? Like, say you did something and you accomplished it, you aim for the stars and you went above the stars. Do you ever reflect on that?
Do I? Yeah. I mean, I've always tried to reflect on everything, bro. I do reflect a lot more on the losses. Even my wins, though. I try to think of what I could have done better. What could have been more like smooth. I'm thinking in terms a lot about basketball right now too. Like, a lot of times I'll still, I'll get down to the paint and shit, but I'll finish weird, or it won't feel as smooth. Like, there's still a lot you can do even when you make the bucket. There's still stuff you can improve on. You get me? Yeah. What about you, though? What do you think? What's something you've had success in, but you still reflected on?
Whenever, for example, when I made a great return on the stock market, I always reflected on the losses, because there was a lot of losses in that process to even get that income, the extra money I made from it. And when I made some money off of it, I reflected on the charts. I looked at the timing. I looked on how long I held it. I did the research. I made sure that I could replicate it. So so I wanted to analyze what I did, what went right, what I could have done better to make even more money. So I reflected on that just to learn the game better, to understand the game better, and I feel like it has paid off wonderfully. Just like for
Big
me,
bucks now or what?
what's up?
Big bucks or what?
Big bucks. Yeah, big bucks. I made some. I mean, I had a lot of losses along the way.
Yeah.
I was a learner, and that's still a passion of mine. Just learning it.
Yeah. I think like you heard the phrase "trust the process," right?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I think that goes into everything, right? Your losses and your wins. I think a lot of people once they finish one of their passions, their purpose, they feel like it's useless, you know. But like in my perspective, the way I think there's nothing useless in this world, you know. You can learn something from everything. Everything's a lesson. Everything's gonna help you evolve into that person you want to be. You know, as long as you see that person, as long as you envision that person, you'll get there. Just learn, just continue pushing yourself, going out there, find the opportunities, and you'll get there, bro. You know, you'll find that calling that you truly feel. But you got to go out there. You know, I think a lot of people. This is why I'm doing this too. I'm trying to go out there and find that person.
All right, guys, this is the end of the video. You know what I mean? Thank you for staying to the end. It's much appreciated. Don't forget to like, subscribe, run up the comments, give us advice. You know what I mean? We need input. We need to improve, man. We doing so many things wrong. We need improvement. If you got any suggestions of books, passages you want us to read, articles even, fucking yeah, let us know. Put that in the comments. Anything else you want to add real quick, Damon?
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all hit the TikTok, y'all everything, bro. We going to the top, so you better follow us now, bro. People love to hear that. Yeah.
Real talk. All right, then.
All right, then y'all be safe, stay blessed, stay up, stay on your grind.
Stay real. Peace.
Stay real. That's all right. It was kind of sloppy, bro.
I like it sloppy though.
Yo,
You want to do one more try, or you think it's good?
I like it. It's cool. If you think you want to try, I'm down.
You want me to try? Like from the beginning, or?
Yeah, go ahead. You start.
Alright, hold on. We got the mic. You ready? I'm adding that to the end. I swear. Put that shit in your mouth. Freak it. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. West side.
Till we die.
Till we die. Always alive, never